Hello, everyone. Once again, I'd like to take a few short minutes to explain to you this activity, the what is a philanthropist activity. Now, um, the reason you're going to be doing this is the next activity, you're going to actually be responsible for analyzing a rhetorical situation that involves somebody who is a philanthropist. But how could you do that if you don't have a very firm understanding of what a philanthropist is? So let's back up and talk about that for a minute. So I put this on your Canvas page, but a philanthropist is philanthropy comes from the Greek roots phil, which is loving, and anthropos, which is humans. So it's loving humans. It's somebody who likes humankind, who wants to do good for humankind. Um, Now, a philanthropist is someone who goes out of their way to help others. In a modern context, usually when we think about philanthropists, we think about somebody who has lots of money and wants to give away all their money or a large portion of their money to help out people who are less fortunate. But you don't always need to be a super rich person to be a philanthropist. You could just be somebody who wants to donate, whatever. You can then I think you would qualify as a philanthropist as long as you're helping out other people. Perhaps you can think of a couple famous philanthropists. I think of Bill Gates, right? The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Bill Gates donated um, lots and lots and lots of money. I want to say it's like $1 billion to malaria research. I could be wrong in the figure because that seems astronomical. But the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, Bill Gates, one of the richest people in the world, gives away a lot of his money to help out other people who are less fortunate than him. Um, but let's look at a couple of different scenarios. I think I have 6 here for you that I want you to look at, and I want you to decide whether or not these accurately describe somebody who can call themselves a philanthropist. So this is on the Canvas page, but to follow along in that if you want, or just listen here. Situation number 1. Luke donates hundreds of dollars every election season to support candidates who will vote to lower taxes on people like him. Is that describing a philanthropist? Well, let's take a look. A philanthropist is somebody who donates money to, or their time, or anything like that. They donate to help out people who are less fortunate than them. So is he actually helping out people who are less fortunate than him? Maybe not. It is true that he is giving away money, but not everybody who gives away money is a philanthropist. He's giving away money to help people who will eventually come around and help him even more. So I would say that in this scenario, Luke is not a philanthropist. The second one, Pedro spends every Sunday volunteering at a food pantry for homeless people. Now, is Pedro a philanthropist? Well, initially I'd be inclined to say no because he's not giving away money. Is that the only thing you can give away or donate in order to be a philanthropist? Does it have to be money? And I would argue no. No, you don't. Um, or if you can look at it in an economics way, money equals time. So Pedro is donating his valuable time to help people who are less fortunate than him at a food pantry. I would say that Pedro is a philanthropist, at least more than Luke is. Third scenario, Autumn spends her own money to grow her business. Well, she's spending money, that is true. Philanthropists do spend money sometimes, but it's to help other people. And is Autumn really helping anybody else, or is she growing her business? Now, some may argue that, in a capitalist society, we want to grow as many businesses as we can because those will help out many, many people. No, you could make that argument, but I would say in a strict definition of the term philanthropy, when you were trying to help out other humans, this is a little self-serving. So I would say no, Autumn is not a philanthropist. Fourth one, Kai is moving and has to get rid of a lot of books, so he donates them to Goodwill. Oh, he's donating books. Is he a philanthropist? It's true that somebody is getting his books. He's donating something that belongs to him that could help other people. But what are his motivations? Do they matter? Do motivations matter? Does somebody become a philanthropist because they truly want to help people, or could there be an ulterior motive? Now, for Kai here, it might just be to get rid of some stuff he has. But does that make him a philanthropist? Does it keep him from being a philanthropist? This one's a little less clear, and it's something you have to think about. I'm not going to give you a clear yes or no on this one. Fifth, Yoav gives money every month to the Red Cross. This one's pretty cut and dry, right? Pretty self-explanatory, pretty black and white. Yoav is a person, and he has money, and he's giving it to a good cause, the Red Cross. I would say that, yes, Yoav is a philanthropist. And finally, Gianna organizes a canned food drive for victims of fires in Australia. Some might say, well, she's not actually giving away anything, but if you look at the previous example with Pedro, where we decided that donating time is also considered donating something, it's giving something away to society, then it could be argued that Gianna is a philanthropist. So the bottom line here is a philanthropist is just somebody who donates time, money, resources, anything like that for the betterment of society. The real question is, does a philanthropist have to have an altruistic motive? Can they be donating something just for the good of people, or can they have a self-serving motive behind it as well? Can they have it both ways? And that's something to consider. Okay, thanks for watching me ramble. I hope that helped.